film begins with a man named Jackson who wakes up panicked inside his car, unable to move. It is pitch dark. He looks out the windows and sees mud and slush everywhere. He realizes he is caught in a mudslide, but he cannot remember how. The last thing he recalls is driving home down a mountain path, but nothing after that. His nose is bleeding. The total darkness makes him realize he is deep under the mud and invisible to everyone. This terrifies him. He tries to open the door, but it won't budge. This is actually good, because opening it now would be a fatal mistake. By now, his condition is getting worse. He tries to call emergency services, but his phone has no signal. The lack of a signal means he is trapped deep underground. He tries using the radio to call for help, but the radio also fails, causing him to panic even more. He then thrashes around, making the car sink deeper, which scares him more. He realizes that to stay alive and stable, he must stay calm and stop moving. The situation is getting worse, and he feels like crying. He pulls himself together and records a video stating that he is trapped in a mudslide, hoping someone will rescue him within an hour. He then takes the car manual, draws a map, and tries to trace his route. He remembers being near a hill, but beyond that his memory is gone. He realizes he must have hit a mudslide and passed out. Usually, whenever there is a slide, emergency teams check the area. He hopes someone finds him, but he fears he might die waiting. He notices the sunroof cracking because the mud above is full of stones. If the sunroof breaks, all the mud will flood the car and kill him. He thinks he must act to save himself. At first, he cannot even tell which way his car is facing. He checks the angle using his phone and water. He realizes the left side is blocked, but the right side offers a better chance of escape. Before he can plan his escape, many ants appear. He knows they could cause an infection, so he seals the small gaps to keep them out. He then tries signaling for help by honking the horn. No one hears it, and he becomes extremely panicked. However, he knows he must limit his movements. Panicking is dangerous. To calm down, he watches a video of his pregnant wife. He adores her, and while watching, he falls asleep. In his sleep, he has a nightmare about being trapped in a water bottle, unable to breathe. He wakes up panicked. His brain is signaling that he is in danger. He fully regains consciousness and sees it as almost 9:00. He has been stuck since 3:00. After so many hours, no one has come. He realizes no one is coming. Whatever must be done, he must do himself. He goes to the back seat and rolls down a window, hopping to escape. But it fails instead. Mud pours in, and he immediately closes it. This makes him even more panicked. He has lost all hope of escaping from the right side. While he is despairing, suddenly he hears a cracking sound. He sees the sunroof is cracking under the weight. He applies tape, but it cannot hold the mud. So he uses a wrench to secure it. After this, he is extremely stressed. is very thirsty and drinks his only water, realizing too late he should have saved it. Now, there is nothing he can do. He draws a cross on the seat and prays, "Please save me. Get me out of here. I will do whatever you say. Please let me see my wife." He fears his wife might never know where he died. He is haunted by strange thoughts. Will she think he left her? Will she look for him? He then decides to try escaping again. He checks the trunk for tools. While doing this, he notices water dripping from the sunroof. He looks back. This water could quench his thirst. He tries drinking directly, but the drops are not enough. He tries to widen the hole, but cuts his finger. He then makes a wise decision. He tapes a bottle to the hole, allowing the water to collect inside. Although the water is dirty, it quenches his thirst. He also needs to use the bathroom. He holds it for a while, but finally urinates into a bottle. He finds 2 rods in the trunk, which he pushes through the sunroof to measure the mud's depth. He pushes 1 rod up, but sees no light. He attaches a 2nd rod to the first and pushes it up with more force, as the mud is dense and requires strength. The 2nd rod goes up, but still no light. He loses hope, but does not give up. He attaches a 3rd rod and slowly, with all his strength, pushes it up until finally he sees light. He realizes he is 4 to 5 feet deep. While climbing is hard, it is not impossible. He has hope. Sending the rod up has several advantages. One is that his voice can travel out. Second, it allows for signals. Third, it provides oxygen. But here he makes a mistake. He lights a fire to send a smoke signal. The smoke fills the car, and the lack of oxygen creates dangerous fumes, making it hard to breathe. He knows the smoke will rise slowly. He sits calculating. Then he hears a sliding sound. He looks back and sees the rod falling down. He tries to catch it, knowing the rod is his best chance. The rod falls fast, hits his head, and he faints. While unconscious, he dreams he is home, but the house is surrounded by mud. It is a hallucination. Suddenly, he wakes up. His head is bleeding severely, so he uses his shirt to stop it. Then, he sees the sunroof is broken and mud has poured in. In the mud, he finds a dead bird. He keeps it, hopping to eat it later. Time passes, and he gets worse. He closes his eyes. The scene cuts to later. A miracle has occurred after his near-death experience. He was saved and has returned to a normal life. He has a baby and is happy with his family and work. He even gets a promotion. It all happens so fast. Suddenly, he sees his colleague bleeding from her nose and mouth. This terrifies him, and he wakes up in the car. All of that was just a dream. Now, he understands he will not survive. He accepts death and cleans himself with his shirt. He records a message for his wife telling her how much he loves her and how excited he is for the baby. But now he has no control. He asks his wife, Laurie, for forgiveness. He did not want to leave, but fate forced it. He also records a message for his unborn baby, saying, "I am recording this so you know your dad loved you. He never left you intentionally." So do not blame yourself. He smiles while recording, but he is very sad. When the camera stops, he cries. Weak and tired, he falls asleep again. We are now shown the accident scene. He was driving home when a mudslide hit and his car fell off the cliff. The scene cuts to him waking up. The previous scene was a dream, but the accident was real. He remembers what happened. A day has passed. He is starving, and his wounds are infected. He is thirsty, so he drinks his urine. For hunger, he licks a chips packet. When he hears a crash, he looks back and sees the car's rear is smashed and mud is falling on him. Mud pours through the sunroof fast. He knows he will die soon. While panicking, suddenly he gets an idea. He realizes the mud has settled and the surface is closer. Thinking this, he gathers his strength. He opens his wife's gift, which are seeds of her favorite flowers. He eats them for energy and prepares to climb using the rod that hit him earlier. He attaches a pipe to the spare tire to use it for oxygen. Slowly, he digs through the mud with the rod. He is succeeding. He moves upward, hopeful. But then, more mud falls on him. As he tries to clear it, the heavy mud breaks his arm. His hope shatters. He is in pain. He tries to record one last video, but his phone falls. He refuses to go back down to get it. He holds on for a moment when suddenly more mud falls. To protect himself, he raises his hands and sees light. His face emerges from the mud. Finally, he is saved. In the post-credits scene, we see his hand and face sticking out.